days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be previewing Tottenham Hotspur's next match in the Premier League as they take on the Toffees Everton at home in the Premier League for their first home match since their 6-2 demolition of Leicester. You can watch this match in the US on NBC or Peacock or Universo. It will be on Saturday, October 15th, 2022 at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, so that is 9:30 a.m. Pacific. The 11th round of the Premier League at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and the referee for this match will be Paul Tierney. Let's look at recent form now. Tottenham are on a run of 2 wins after their most recent win against Frankfurt in the Champions League. A 3-2 win with 2 goals from Son and a penalty from Kane, overcoming Kamada and Aladou's goals for the Germans. Tottenham sit 3rd in the Premier League. 9 games played, 6 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss on 20 points. As for Everton, after a string of quite decent results, they did get their streak broken by Manchester United, who beat them 2-1 at Goodison Park. Alex Iwobi scored early on for the Toffees before Antony and Cristiano Ronaldo scored for Manchester United to give them all 3 points. Everton sit 12th in the Premier League. 9 games played, 2 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses on 10 points. Now we'll move into team news.
For Spurs, Dejan Kulusevski is back, which is great news for us. So hopefully he will be able to start, at least get on the bench against Everton, but most likely it looks like he's ready to start against Everton. And then we also have Jeffa Tanganga out with a knock, and of course Emerson Royale out with a suspension after his clumsy challenge against Arsenal. And then the Toffees have quite a long list. Townsend is out, Godfrey is out, Holgate, Patterson, Mina, and Anthony Gordon is suspended. So a very long list for Everton and quite a short list for Spurs. Now moving into the projected lineup. Lloris in goal, Romero, Dyer, and Davies are back 3. 2 wingbacks, Doherty and Sessegnon. 2 midfielders, Højbjerg and Bentancur. And our 3 up top, Kane, Son, and Kulusevski.
We need to definitely make sure we rotate from the Champions League game, especially considering that we have Manchester United. I believe it's away from home on Wednesday. Yeah, we have Manchester United away from home on Wednesday, so we have to make sure we're fully rested for that. As for the back 3, Dyer came off early against Frankfurt, so he'll be ready to play. Romero, I have a feeling he'll play again. And then Longley, I think, will get a break. And we'll see Ben Davies, who had a good performance against Brighton, come back into the side. I don't think Davinson Sanchez is going to get a look in, though.
Davinson Sanchez won't, because I think Romero has been too good recently. He's been on a good streak of form. We don't want to take him out. We want to keep him in. And then I don't think we're going to do a 3-5-2 with Kulusevski back.
Yeah.
There's no way we're doing that because we have Kulusevski back and we could do a front 3.
Even against Frankfurt, it worked with a 3-4-3. It wasn't like it didn't work. It worked pretty well for the first half.
Well.
We went up 3-1 before that clumsy concession of a goal, which was from a corner and bad marking. I think Sanchez lost his man. Sanchez or Emerson or one of those two lost their man on a corner. The greatest thing about this lineup is the fact that we are completely new with wingbacks and we still have the confidence to go ahead in this game. Doherty and Sessegnon will start, in our opinions, at wingbacks, replacing Perisic and Emerson. Sessegnon, we know he's great. He's really coming along well. And Doherty, coming back from a huge knee injury last year, a great performance against Brighton, and if he can keep it up against Everton this week, it's going to be very, very good. I really want to see Spence, but I just don't think he's going to get a look in.
I don't think he's ready. If anything, if we have a match, if against Sporting we win, we qualify. Then in that last match against Marseille, we would play Spence. Spence would get an opportunity.
Yeah. But still, that last match is important because we have to secure that first spot.
It is important.
It's not just a throwaway game. In midfield, Højbjerg and Bentancur. That's not really a discussion to be had.
2 undroppable players.
Yeah, 2 undroppable players. Really, the only player I could see coming in for this him is either one of them is Basuma, because I know Conte does like Basuma a little bit. Started at Brighton and played probably 65, 70 minutes and had a good performance. So he's the only one I could see coming in, but I don't think he'd replace one of them. I think he'd turn it into a 5-3-2.
Which
5-3-2.
I don't see happening with Kulusevski coming back.
Yeah, but with Kulusevski back, we have that creative outlet on the wing. So keeping that front three intact, I think that's how we're going to operate. It's going to be tough on our midfield because they're going to get very fatigued very quickly. It's a lot of work in that. In the way that we play the midfield, they're going to get ran out hard. So we have to make sure, they're getting substituted regularly. Like Bentancur was substituted, 67 minutes or something against Frankfurt, which is excellent because we needed him off. And then Højbjerg's off in 83. So both our midfielders were off before the 85th minute mark, which was very important because we need to get them, make sure they're rested. And Frankfurt did get a little bit aggressive in the last 5-10 minutes after they scored that second goal. But I think that's our lineup. That's a solid lineup from us. What's your score prediction?
Score prediction, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Spurs.
I'm going to go with the 3-1 win as well. Son's firing again, which is the best part.
I think Son's going to get a brace and Kulusevski's going to get one.
Kulusevski, of course, back. He was in great form before his injury. And, of course, Harry Kane has 9 goals and should be the leading talisman in the Premier League if it weren't for Erling Haaland, who's on 17 goals or something. It's 15, I think. 15 goals. Still ridiculous.
I think Kane's on 8. I'm pretty sure Kane's on 8.
Kane's having such a good season this year, and he's so overshadowed by, any other season, Harry Kane, this is Ballon d'Or, Golden Boot, confirmed world record season. But because Haaland is overshadowing him so much, he just oh, okay, Harry Kane's on 9 goals. Well, Haaland's on 15. Who cares about Kane? But still, Kane's firing really well this season. In terms of our recent meetings with Everton, last season we had a 0-0 draw as Conte's first match in the Premier League with Tottenham. And then we demolished them at home 5-0 last season at the end of the season with a Keane own goal, Son, Kane twice, and Sergio Reguilon netting for Tottenham Hotspur. Matt Doherty and Dejan Kulusevski having absolutely worldly performances.
Kane also had a great performance that
Kane also had a ridiculous performance. Before that, the 2 all draw under Jose Mourinho, and right before that, of course, that iconic 5-4 loss in the FA Cup.
Such a crazy game.
Yeah, 5 goals in one half and 4 goals in the other. Jose Mourinho versus Carlo Ancelotti. Funniest match ever. But that is our preview for Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what your score prediction is. And until next time.
Come on, you Spurs!